Hey guys, Lost here. Hope you're doing well. And in the past year, there have been so many awesome mods for Arma 3. There have been overhaul mods, map mods, gear mods, really anything you can think of. It's been really such a great year. And because of that, I wanted to share with you guys 10 awesome mods, the top 10 mods for Arma 3 in this past year. Hope you guys enjoy. Now starting here at number 10 is truly a remarkable map. The map is called Bekov Tov. The size is over 400 kilometers squared and it has 1.5 million 3D objects. So not only is this map incredibly big, but it is incredibly detailed as well. On top of that, there are over 50 settlements suitable for individual squads, platoons, or maybe company-sized simulations if you're into that milsim stuff. The map is set in Russia, about 340 kilometers east of Moscow, so it is kind of in that Russian region, kind of like Chernobyl. And the reason why I picked this map for the top 10 is because it encompasses so many things that we've seen from so many great maps throughout the past year. Like I said, not only does it capture the huge size, but it also captures the immense beauty of what some of these mod developers can do. Driving through this map, you will transfer seamlessly through the sprawling landscape over plains, past farms, and through rural and urban areas that just look outstanding, in case I hadn't mentioned that before. Some other things you will find on the map are 5 libraries, 11 health centers, including a central hospital in the city of Bekov Tov, 11 schools, and 1 professional college. There are also churches scattered throughout the map that really bring out the good old Chernobyl feeling. There's a reason this mod is on the top 10 because it is truly a wonderful mod. I highly recommend checking it out. If you go on Steam and download it, there will be much more lore and some information about the map that I didn't mention here in case you want to get a little history about what map you're going to play on. At number 9 is a mod I have used extensively in the past year, and that is Zombies and Demons. Zombies and Demons is truly an iconic mod. Zombies are a huge part of gaming nowadays, and it totally rings through with this. The zombies have different strength and abilities which can be customized depending on what style you want to play with. So you can have slow walkers or those crazy World War Z zombies that will totally run up to you and absolutely clobber you. There are also a whole host of zombie animations when it comes to feeding on bodies, leaping into the air, and their health and strength can be changed as well. Really anything you want to create with this mod when it comes to zombies, it can be accomplished. It's really astonishing to see how many missions are created using these zombies. Just the amount clutters the Steam Workshop. By the way, if you didn't notice by looking at the pictures, the zombies also come with their own blood and gore effects, which the developer even plans on enhancing later in the future. Now, of course, there have been other zombies mods that have been created in the past year, but out of all of them, I would say this one is truly the best. The one that can really fill the gaps and get the job done, and it's the only mod that is basically used whenever it comes to making brand new missions or new zombie-related content. I highly recommend checking out this mod, and I can't wait to see what other zombie content is created in the future of Arma 3. Now at number 8 we have another terrain, and that is good old New York City. The map is 16 kilometers squared, and what is so crazy about it is it actually keeps to scale of the real world place. The map is a recreation of Governor's Island, Liberty Island, Lower Manhattan, and parts of Brooklyn. A reason why I like this map so much is because very rarely do you ever get to play a terrain set in the heartland of the United States. However, this is not just plain old New York. This is New York amidst the middle of a zombie virus outbreak. So in the stadium right here, there is military and medical stuff set up for a potential outbreak. There's also more army vehicles and things spread throughout the map. Like I said, it is a recreation of Governor's Island, Liberty Island, Lower Manhattan, and parts of Brooklyn, all places you can go visit. With so much effort going into this map, trying to keep it on scale and making it realistic, it is definitely one of the most interesting maps that have come out in the past year. Now, up next is the Jetpack, and as we go, we're going to break the crust and kind of get into some more interesting and really good mods of the year. This one is my personal favorite, simply because it's easy to set up, easy to use, and easy to fly around. It also looks really great and is a ton of fun doing it. The backpack is fully functional and is affected by how much weight you have on you. You can put the backpack on your chest, you can repair the backpack if it's near a toolbox, and you can also refuel it if it's close to a fuel canister. Though I am calling it a backpack, it actually cannot hold anything inside it. You will be able to put a separate backpack on your chest if you are going to go in a hot landing or you need some extra gear to take with you that you can't put in the jetpack itself. A few more features are a helmet-mounted display. It also comes with custom engine sounds, and you will not be able to sprint. You'll be able to run, but if you use the shift key or anything to sprint, the engines will turn on and you will go up, up, and into the air. When it comes to equipping the jetpack, you cannot put it on through the virtual arsenal. It will have to be put down via the editor. On the ground, you'll hit turn on and take, and it will be on your back ready to go. This mod is totally a fun mod, but the thing is, it's not very big compared to most of the other mods that I will review. It's not a crazy overhaul or anything like that. It's just a simple jetpack that allows for a lot of fun to experience Arma 3 in a brand new way. Up next, we have the first overhaul for Arma 3, and no, I don't mean the first ever, but the first on this list anyway. And that overhaul is Ironfront. Ironfront was released back in 2012 for Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead. It was based around the Eastern Front of World War II. Ironfront comes with 5 different terrains, a large variety of historically accurate units, weapons, and vehicles. It also comes with a German and a Russian single-player campaign across 8 missions. It has exceptional gameplay, bringing in its low-tech World War II setting. With over 140,000 subscribers on Steam, it is definitely going down in the history books. World War II is kind of phased out of popular culture, so it's great to see Arma 3 kind of bring it up and make some lot of great things out of it. So let's go to the virtual arsenal, and now let's check it out. So as you can see in the virtual arsenal, all of this stuff is completely customizable. There are uniforms, backpacks, chest rigs, and gear from the Soviets, the Nazis, as well as the United States. You can change it how you would like if you want to play in a wintry setting, maybe a tropical setting, or maybe somewhere with a lot of forest so you need lots of camouflage. All of it is up to you. What's super interesting is all of the vehicles and equipment that they add on. All of them can be changed when it comes to camouflage, like, winter settings, more camouflage for woodland, things like that. There's ammo trucks, carrier trucks for passengers, there's also tanks, and all things like that from the World War II era that look absolutely awesome, that brings a lot of historical accuracy to the mod. Links for these mods will be in the description, so by all means, check them out. At number 5 is the USS Iowa. The Iowa is a destroyer that is fully drivable. It has 3 working main turrets, 5 working secondary turrets, and a highly detailed bridge and interior. It is listed under NATO and ships in the editor. It also has collision lights for effect. The fact that it is fully functional is absolutely amazing. The sheer size of it is truly beautiful. It is 270 meters long and weighs 45,000 tons. It is one of the largest moving objects seen in Arma 3. Another thing that I find pretty cool is that it rocks back and forth with the waves. The fact that this mod can be created in Arma 3 is truly a testament to how far the modding community has come. Being able to create things of this magnitude is so cool to see in the game, and it is something that we will see later on in the video with some more mods that I'm going to show you. Alright, it's later in the video, so I'm going to throw out an honorable mention to the USS Nimits. It's a colossal sized ship that was originally ported over from Arma 2. Now, unlike the USS Iowa, the Nimitz is static. It does not move. You cannot drive it. It is kind of like a command base sitting on the water. It is fully functional. You have to use the F-18 and F-14 if you want to launch jets off of it, however. Both of those are mods. The vanilla jets do not work. It is bumpy, and taxiing on the runway will likely damage the planes before they get off the ground. The Nimitz has a complete hangar below with working aircraft elevators as well as ammo cart elevators, which can lower from the top deck to the bottom deck so you can store some things down there. Like I said, it's like a working command base that doesn't actually go anywhere. One more little fact, both of these ships are relatively to scale, so that's absolutely awesome to see. The portal to hell has been opened to the Earth's realm. For 10 years, light has been absent from the Earth and the human race is dying. Our only hope for salvation is the Knights Templar, a tactical group of holy warriors who serve the cross believed to be extinct. The quest to destroy true evil begins tonight. That is the story behind the next mod on this list, and it's called Baphomet. Now, it's not exactly a standalone mod, it's a custom mission with some other mods as dependencies, but it is what I would like to call a work of art when it comes to making a mission in Arma 3. The mission can have up to 4 players co-op. It also has custom dark ambient music as well as scary as hell sound effects. It uses the mod Zombies and Demons, which I showcased before, as well as some of this footage. There are also some thunder and fire script special effects, which really brings to life some crazy things in the mission. There are also 70 custom textures to bring hell to life, and lots of zombie enemy ambushes. Put all those things together and you will find one of the most amazing and most unique Arma 3 missions that you will ever play. With 2 people, it took about 3 hours to complete, but don't let that stop you. It was a ton of fun, and I was so relieved when the mission was over because it was just that scary and that worth my time to play. Now, I might be blowing it out of the water, you might play it and not be scared one little bit, but for me personally, it totally had that real creepy vibe that kinda you don't want to go to bed right afterwards. Throughout the whole mission, you will find about 9 different objectives where you will go through to investigate some really weird and strange stuff when it comes to satanistic rituals and all that kind of thing. The mission creator was inspired by games like Doom and horror films like Event Horizon and Hellraiser. At the end of the day, there are very few missions in Arma, if any, that can really capture the size, the scale, and the scope, and the amount of detail that this mod has put together. If you want to sit down with a couple of friends and have a really great and unique experience in Arma, I highly recommend going and downloading this mod off Steam. At number 3 is the last map that I'll be showing off here. That map is Chernobyl Zone, in particular the autumn version. I say that because there are 3 other versions of this map. There's a winter version, a more lively summer version, as well as a darker themed one. As if the name wasn't already self-explanatory, it takes place near the Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986. The region is focused around the Kiev and Zhytomyr regions of Ukraine. Chernobyl Zone is extremely loved by the Arma 3 community and has over 65,000 subscribers on the Steam Workshop across all 4 versions. The reason why I am showing off the autumn version is because, in my opinion, that is the most beautiful one. All of the orange autumn colors and all of the leaves and trees gives kind of a tragic feeling and kind of makes you think about what that place must be like when that's all mixed in with the broken down factories and the abandoned city. The map even has the iconic Ferris wheel, and you can also go and visit the nuclear power plant itself. You might not think this is the best map over the last year, but out of all the amazing things that have been released, this is definitely one of the ones that are at the top. Not only are there countless miles of woodland for you to explore, but there are also public buildings open for you to look out and explore and see all of the deserted area that was once filled with human life. By the way, since this is the last map I'll be showing probably for the year, I think it's time to throw in some honorable mentions. Starting with Alaska at 2,048 kilometers squared, it is filled with mountains and valleys. You can finally stop that Russian invasion in 2035 with the map Alaska. There are military bases scattered throughout, and it is perfect for some nice mountain warfare. Our next honorable mention is Australia. It had one of the top entries in the Make Arma Not War contest. Coming in with 50,000 subscribers on Steam, it is a close second in terms of popularity. Third on our honorable mentions list is Isla Abramia. It is a mix of lush greenery and snowy mountains. It's really a beautiful map made by Icebreaker Interactive Studios, which is known for making a lot of very nice looking maps. There are so many new maps that have been coming out recently that I cannot put all of the great ones here in this video, so I will try and put some down in the description for you guys to check out. So the first thing I have to say with number 2, Wolf, if you are watching, you got what you wanted. Operation Trebuchet is at number 2. For the second year in a row, I have put Operation Trebuchet at number 2. Originally, it probably wouldn't have made it on the list, except in the last few months, it has made a huge comeback with some pretty sweet updates, offering in some brand new vehicles, brand new weapons, including a pretty sick heads-up display that transforms the way you play Arma. Operation Trebuchet brings as much of Halo that can possibly be brought to Arma, except for the Covenant, which can be downloaded in a separate mod if that's what you want to do. Like I just said, the heads-up display is one of the key new features of the mod. It can track the friendlies around you. It can also track your ammo live as you fire it out of your weapon. You can fly and ride in the Pelicans as well as other air vehicles. You can also drive the Warthogs. Another one of the keynote features in it is the frigate. The frigate is not fully functional, but it is functional and can be used nonetheless. You can fly your ships in and out of it. You can store vehicles in there. This is another one of those colossal mods like the USS Nimits and the USS Iowa that I had mentioned before. The last part of this mod that I wanted to show was the map Gridlock that it comes with. It is a small city dominated by completely skyscrapers, as well as little parks and highways that crisscross through it. If I could have, I would have put just this map alone on one of the top 10 spots, but I decided it all might as well just be with one, the Operation Trebuchet mod at number 2. Some people might disagree with this spot simply because they aren't a fan of the Halo series or a fan of sci-fi in general, but that's not really what I'm going for here. Yes, me personally, I am a Halo fan, so I knew it had to be up here, but the amount of content that this mod brings in is truly remarkable, and the amount of detail that goes into it is outstanding. So I highly recommend checking this one out if you haven't already. At number 1 is the Unsung Vietnam War mod. I have reviewed this mod in many stages throughout the year, and every time it continues to surprise me. This mod brings everything Vietnam to Arma 3. As you can see in the virtual arsenal, when it comes to uniforms, there are over 100 different ones. When it comes to backpacks and vests, there are dozens, and same with the weapons. There is so much content in this mod, it's actually kind of hard to believe. There are uniforms from different countries that were involved with Vietnam from all around the world, not just the United States. There are also 7 imported maps from Arma 2, 4 of which are brand new to Arma 3. I say from Arma 2 because the developers for this mod did not just create it exclusively for Arma 3, they started all the way back in Arma 2, which they then ported over and have polished it up, making it absolutely exceptional in Arma 3. Now I can't show you every map, but every map is unique and has its own sound effects, its own custom sound effect, which sounds super cool when you are in the jungle. Obviously, people did not just go to Vietnam on foot, they had the vehicles as well. Unsung brings together a large number of vehicles that were used in that era, helicopters, planes, things like that, and did I mention there was a flamethrower? Unsung has been in development for a couple of years and was finally released in its alpha stage this year for Arma 3. Since then, it has gone through 3 major other releases. It is currently in its delta stage because the mod developers continue to work on it, continue to improve it, and you can absolutely see that in the work that has been put in here. So we are getting to the end here, and I have a couple of things to say. If you liked the music or hated the music you heard in this video, please by all means let me know. I created and composed it all by myself. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. There will be links in the description to all of these mods that I've showed in this video. I'll also throw some more information on some more honorable mentions that I have not gotten to mention in this video. Follow us on Twitch at Officially Lost. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys later.